Alright then, welcome back to Apotheon. In our last video, we met up with Dennis DeYoung, Ross Styx. You know, we're in Hades. That's why it's comically dark. So, there are zombies, there are all sorts of general concerns. There are bear traps, apparently. There's a blast mine. See, the thing is, I don't know how to actually kill the skeletons. Because you'll notice they're, reassembling as we go along. So I'm not sure how we really handle these combat situations. Oh, we need to go across the 4 rivers.
I can feel the warmth.
I think we're just gonna keep running, essentially. So the first one is Acheron. My apologies, not Archeron, Acheron. We're just standing for a moment. Okay, this is basically a river of blood, it would appear. You definitely get a little bit of the spooks. We're gonna set a mine down. We get blown away. Yeah, the hope is definitely that explosions kill these things. That hope is not the case. That skeleton is just kind of stuck in a state of suspended animation. So I don't really know ultimately how we're going to handle a lot of these situations. Also, we jump to our torch conveniently relights itself. That is convenient indeed. Those are corpses. Is this the one that creates a little light, a little glow? Or is that something else? Also, I don't see where the door is, so I don't know what we're... there it was. We have pretty high armor levels, it would appear. Yeah, these guys are gonna assemble. And I think they're gonna keep reassembling until the door is opened. And then they go away. So that might be the trick in the main room, but not sure. Not sure how this really behaves. The souls of the dead are not dissolved into the breezes or into mere bones at the last. Anger abides and grief endures. Yeah, I can see how being dead would piss you off. Set a blast mine. We need more explosives. Can we craft more explosives? Yes, some Greek fire. Make a couple of those. We don't really need the light aura. It would be nice. Is how I would put it. Infusion of electricity. Infusion of alacrity. Alacrity. That's a word you literally use never. We'll craft one vigor elixir. It's like for a boss fight or something. So blast mine doesn't seem to work there. But a Greek fire does. And that's a good set of loot in this lockbox. That is obviously an element of how you 100% this game, is to find and open up all the lockboxes. And conveniently, the game does tell you how many there are in each zone. So if we were working towards that, we would be able to spot them all. Human bone. That that's obviously like an ingredient for something, but kind of disconcerting what that something could be. So does setting these things on fire help at all, or are we just gonna have to keep running? I'm thinking we have to keep running. Hear me, O death, whose empire unconfined extends to mortal tribes of every kind. On thee the portion of our time depends, whose absence lengthens life, whose presence ends. Let's keep running, because they're gonna keep running. House of Hades. We'll get there eventually. This seems to be the way to Leth. While Hades is mighty in holding mortals to account under the earth, and he observes all things and within his mind inscribes them. I think we have to climb up here. Yeah. The indicator is getting pretty vertical here, but how exactly we make this climb, not always obvious. And there's a climb further still. That door is sealed. So that's good to know. Fish, dolphin, horse, question mark? Do we not craft a light potion? I think we did not. But I kind of want one right now. So we will craft it. We want to go fish first. Fish, horse, bull. And our potion went away. That's crab. Fish, horse, bull. What if we go into the one that's none of them? Crab. Yes, that moved us. Okay. So we go into the one that we don't see. And this is horse, dog, snake, dolphin, crab. Saw a dolphin. Horse, dog, snake, dolphin, crab. Horse. Snake. There are like two up here. Squid. We did not see squid. Okay, so now we have a set of 8. Bird, crab, horse, squid, pig, snake, and fish. Feels like Simon Says. Oh.
I can feel the warmth.
And now we have zombies to deal with. We saw the horse. We saw the snake.
Let us touch.
No. No, you are a creep. We should just switch to... We saw the dog. We saw the squid. We saw the pig.
I just want to feel again.
We're just gonna leave you down there.
How I miss
Real quick. Repair. We had bird as well. I think we had fish. Yeah, fish was the last one. Pig we had. It might be dog. Yeah, we had squid. We had crab. I feel like I said we had it to everything, so we're just going back to crab. We have to do all 3 correctly, so crab, bull, dog. Bird is the word. Bull, squid, horse, snake, pig. 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 Squid, horse, snake, pig. Squid, horse, snake. And based on this, if it's like dog or bird, I think are the only symbols left. Nope. 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 Yep. And there we go. Another river completed. Yeah, that door is still sealed. We'll have to figure out that later. And we got 150 gold for smashing that. Smashing that wall and smashing that dude in the head. But he was already dead, so who cares? We already passed by that, read that. And we are coming down here now. This is going to be a tricky one to aim safely, but we did. Huzzah! We get a little bit of gear, including another glow potion. And some resources. Do I have to go all the way around to Legaton? Bit more gold. Human bone. Taking a human bone doesn't seem to stop them from respawning. We probably don't need the torch. when we're in an area that's on fire. So what's this puzzle gonna look like? I don't know, but we're climbing upwards. Oh, and so is the fire, so bye-bye. Yeah, I think we'll just keep climbing. And try to ensure we don't get consumed by the flames. Although that might be easier said than done, from the looks of it. Now, I do think we left something behind. I think I saw like a chamber that we could have headed towards. Anyway, more of this whole running away thing. Yeah, like there's a burning sword in there. Maybe it's possible to grab that. If you're really good. But we're just gonna focus on the running away. Looks like that did it. This is just lockpick. There we go. We got through that fire, through that river, the river of flame. I don't know what we're doing with all these human bones. Mildly concerned, but oh well. We have one last river to get through. Zeus came to the bed of all-nourishing Demeter, and she bare white-armed Persephone, whom Hades carried off from her mother, but wise Zeus gave her to him. Wise Zeus go screw himself. Greek fire didn't seem to work there. Blast mine. Nope. So we need a different way to blow that wall up. And I'm sure there is a way. We just have to find it, figure it out. But for now we have Casitas or Cockadux. I don't really remember. I mean, we heard Karen say it. But I think I was a little too busy stumbling around the nature of proper Greek pronunciation. Up. Do we have an auto-scroller? We have an auto-scroller. This is the first time in the game. Also, that guy's just kind of stuck and confused. No, no real reason to go up there. We can always pick up some of the goods that they're dropping for us. Yeah, like all of these rivers in Greek mythology, they all reflect like different elements of death and of dealing with death. And they're all metaphorical, like an element of death is not, like fire will kill you, but it's not an element of death as it were. You know, you can have death without fire, and you can have fire without death. You know, if you control it right, it's perfectly fine. I wouldn't say perfectly safe, but it can be well managed. You know, just consult your local board of Girl Scouts for more information. Cerisa's worse. Alright, we didn't need to kill those last couple, but it worked out. And that's all the rivers of Hades. There is a lockbox like up here that we could probably go reach. And it'll probably have some good loot. Or at least it'll have loot. I need to take a sip before we get to this one. Then she caused a most dreadful and cruel year for mankind all over the all-nourishing world. Sorry. The ground would not make the seed sprout, for rich crown Demeter kept it hidden. In the fields the oxen drew many a curved plough in vain, and much white barley was cast upon the land without avail. So she would have destroyed the whole race of man with cruel famine, and have robbed them who dwell on Olympus of their glorious right of gifts and sacrifices. ... For she vowed that she would never set foot on fragrant Olympus, nor let fruit spring out of the ground, until she beheld with her eyes her own fair-faced daughter. Kind of vengeful, but can't say I blame her.
Touch the warmth again.
Bunch of goodies up here. Level 7 helmets now. We're doing pretty good on that front. Smash the rest of this. And so it looks like it's time to go pay Hades a visit. Oh. Another little spot. Jewelry box, lockbox, and a couple of skellies to deal with. That was maybe not the smartest approach, but we can heal. Because we position ourselves in a way that those baddies have no idea how to handle, we have confused them. We need an enemy to show up in order to make that work, or we can craft Greek fire. That's the Greek fire. And it says fire right there. Of course it's warm. Couple lockpicks. Plenty of gold. That's basically a shortcut.
Just want to feel again.
Okay. Let's head on up to the gate The House of Hades. Knock, knock.
You send me to hell and now you follow to mock my spirit? I will relish squeezing the light from your eyes!
So I'm guessing this is the guy we fought previously. May have been like the first boss or one of the first. Yeah, honestly, like as I think about this, I'm a little surprised this isn't like late game, like going to Hades. Bone dust. We got bone hurting juice. Yeah, you would kind of think you would do Hades as late game, and then make it like a boss rush.
A mortal in flesh brings his warmth to my cold halls. To what do I owe the pleasure? We cannot return your loved ones to life. It has only brought trouble in the past. Whosoever comes into our domain remains forevermore.
Unless you have fast travel.
No, he comes to ask for the return of spring to the world above. He bears the same sadness in his soul as my mother, Demeter. Zeus has severed the links between mortal and divine. The seeds of spring are forever buried underground, regardless of my will. But perhaps it is time to relinquish my powers of renewal. It is, after all, what keeps us apart for so long, my husband. A strong sprout must break through the hard earth to see sunlight, but many more are trapped in the ground forever. Which are you, little seed?
We get the seeds of Persephone. And we just kind of phase through the earth. And now we're back to the fields of Demeter. I hesitate to say we haven't seen a boss fight.
And with the gift of Persephone as well. I sympathize with your plight, Nikandreos, and I commend you for your courage. I do not wish to see your people die as Zeus decrees. Once before, I was nearly the cause of your extinction, and it has brought me nothing but remorse. In some small way, perhaps this will atone for my wrongdoings. With the combined strength of spring and growth, go and bring life to lands where I cannot.
And there's the sheaf of Demeter. So I guess we don't really have a boss fight. Kind of expected more of a boss fight. But all of these statues lie in ruin now. Turn to the Olympian gates. So I think we're about at the halfway mark. Maybe. At least by the world map, we've done about half of it. We've done the Agora, Artemis, Apollo, Hades. Not actually sure what these powers are. And there are a lot of those lock boxes left, but whatever. There's a lot of just stuff that we can still find if we so choose. But I think we're off to the Acropolis. At least soon. We have to go back to the Olympian gates first. And yeah, this will sort of mark the second half. At least according to the world map. There may be a lot more. But that also marks the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.